HIQA recently had concerns about fostering services in the Dublin North region, and that inspectors weren't assured that all children were safe. Have those concerns been rectified now?
Well, it's a bit like what I was saying earlier. It's kind of amazing sometimes when you examine what's going on, you're surprised that there are still shortcomings, but there are. And I'm setting up a new child and family agency. We're taking all of the issues of child protection. We're bringing together education welfare, family support, child protection. We're setting up a new child and family agency. First time ever we'll have a dedicated agency with a sole focus on issues around child protection and family support.
Do we have a timeline on that?
Yes, the legislation will be coming in. I should be going to government within the next 3 weeks, and then we'll be going into the Dáil after that, sometime in June, I would imagine. And then the agency, I'll decide on the exact day for establishment. We have some issues to deal with in relation to setting up the financial system, other practical issues, but I have to see how long it takes the legislation to go through the Dáil and the Senate. But your point about standards is this. What I've done is I've got HIQA to come in and examine child protection standards, and we'll have a number of reports. They're doing up to 6 at present. They will be presented, and some of it's not going to be a good story. We're going to hear about gaps still. You mentioned Dublin North West and fostering. Have put a team in there, and we are looking, I've said we have to deal with the issues that have been identified by HIQA, because this is the second time they've been in there. But there are good news stories from other areas. So it's uneven, and what I'm trying to do is get a consistency of practice. And again, it's a time when maybe the social work teams aren't up to 100%, some of them are at 80%. And so there's a lot of demands, but one of the ways of dealing with that at a time like this is to absolutely make sure that agencies work together. The child death report showed me, professionals, agencies, 14 people going in maybe to one family. You've got to get the agencies doing proper risk assessment of the child and the adolescent, and then make sure the services work with the family, with the child, to prevent those dreadful outcomes that we saw in the child death report. But it's good to know, HIQA going in and examining is the right thing to do. It's like when they went to nursing homes first and people were surprised. It's not going to be all a good news story. They're going to identify gaps, but I think it's the right thing to do.